It was a winter night, the kind of night where the air is so cold it hurts to breathe. Rachel and her friends were huddled around a campfire, trying to stay warm and keep the fear at bay. They had decided to go on a camping trip in the middle of the winter, hoping to find some adventure in the snow-covered woods. As they sat around the fire, sharing stories and laughs, they heard a sound in the distance. It was faint at first, but it grew louder and more distinct. It sounded like someone was walking through the snow towards them. The group tensed up, unsure of what to do. They called out, hoping it was just a lost hiker, but there was no response. The footsteps grew closer and closer, until they were right on top of them. Then, without warning, a figure emerged from the darkness. It was tall and slender, with long arms and legs, and its face was obscured by a hooded cloak. The group couldn't make out its features, but they could feel its eyes piercing through them. The figure began to slowly move towards them, and Rachel and her friends realized they were paralyzed with fear. They tried to run, but their feet were frozen to the ground. As the figure loomed over them, they suddenly woke up, gasping for air. It was just a nightmare, they thought to themselves, relieved that it was all over. But as they looked around their campsite, they realized that something was different. The fire was out, even though they had stoked it before going to bed. And there was a faint whispering coming from the darkness outside. Rachel and her friends knew then that their nightmare was far from over, and that whatever was lurking in the shadows was not going to let them go. They huddled together, hoping for the morning to come, but knowing that it might not bring safety. The winter night had a terror of its own that had engulfed them.